Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 4 of Go Talk. Well, episode 4 might be a little bit different because Big O's not here. He went to work out and he's trying to be bigger than me, which he is bigger than me, but he's trying to work out and gain some muscles. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do something in every other episode. It's gonna be called Coffee Chill, which means coffee chill. It means that we're gonna have coffee and just chill. Nothing's crazy. Give little speeches. See what's going on by France. See what's going on with this stuff in the whole world. And just chill and get some coffee. Right now, it's 1:13 Central Time. And yeah, welcome to Go Talk, episode 4. So, to get things started, as being part of episode 4, the Big O's not here because Big O's trying to work out and get bigger than me. But anyway, let's get started. So, as we get started, let's go over here and let's search up the France. So, as y'all know, what's happening in France right now, it's a bunch of riots happening. Which now, I don't know about now, but there's a bunch of riots happening in France right now. So, what happens when I think it was a 14 or 17 boy who got shot, and a bunch of protests started happening. Same thing as like the Black Lives Matter protests. So, things conclude, so let's look it up. France. So the France riots, it's called lives affected with one person and 257 people. So as we go to the France riots, it says France is in trouble right now. It's in bad trouble right now, especially with the riots. It was like America in 2020 when the Black Lives Matter attacks happened. So when there was a 17-year-old boy who got shot, it was like Nature Morziak, I don't know what his name is. It says that he was a Moroccan Algerian descent for driving in a bus lane when he attempted to flee. One of the cops and shot him. The police officer claimed the teen had tried to run him over. Hold on. She's working. All right. Where am I? Trying to run over. A viral video appears to show him nothing of the sort. What followed were 4 nights in hundreds of French towns and cities. More than 1,000 buildings were burned, damaged, or located, including city halls, libraries, schools, cinemas, health clinics, and grocery stores. So, it was like the Black Lives Matter protests. It was just in France, but the Black Lives Matter protests, it was just all it was all in that. It was meant to be on purpose, and I can notice because when Trump was elected, when Trump was elected as president, nobody knew about it. There was no such thing as racism until Obama came in, until he got elected. So every time Trump held a rally during the Black Lives Matter protests, people always used to say that he started all these COVID things because his rallies, COVID spreads and all this stuff in his rallies. So, if you can take a president who people don't like, I like him, but people who do not like, if you hate him and you put him all over the matrix, all over the news, and you tell him he is the one that's making all these COVID cases all because his rallies. But let me tell you about this. When did y'all talk about the Black Lives Matter COVID cases? Y'all saying that the Black Lives Matter protest it was a bunch of people, probably more people than the Trump rallies. A lot of people. And you're telling me they didn't have one COVID case? You tell me they didn't have one COVID case? Do not tell you the truth. They didn't have one COVID case. They had like multiple, maybe hundreds of them. They didn't want to tell you the truth. They didn't want to tell you. So when Trump comes along and they said that, oh, he's the one that started all these COVID cases by him holding his rallies, who What's the Black Lives Matter protest? What's their COVID cases? I want to know their COVID cases. They don't know. You know why? Because they know that it's true. They knew that there's at least 100 cases of COVID in the Black Lives Matter protest. As a matter of fact, the person who cured COVID was actually Putin. Let me tell you this. When Putin invaded Ukraine, no one didn't talk about COVID no more. He cured COVID. All y'all saying about all these vaccines, I didn't got the vaccine. I don't believe in the vaccine. So you're telling me this. If people force you to get a vaccine, injected to your body, why? Why do I need to get injected a COVID-19 vaccine, which I don't want to? See, you said that there was no freedom when Biden's elected. There was no freedom when Biden's elected. So, let's go back to the France. So, it also says that, where we at? More than 1,000, okay, we're at that. Journalists and elected officials were attacked, including one mayor whose wife and kids barely escaped when rioters tried to burn their house down. Thousands of people were arrested. Their average age is 17. Most had no criminal record. So, when I talk about this podcast, the Coffee Chill, I want to say this. Why in the world that if Trump gets elected, will we have the problems we have in this world today? Well, if Trump was elected in 2020, will we have Putin invaded Ukraine? No, he didn't. We didn't have no invasion when President Donald Trump was elected. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because everybody was scared of President Donald Trump. Because Donald Trump said this in an interview. He's actually said it to North Korea, Kim Jong-un. He said that, I think it was like, so Kim Jong-un called him. He was like, Mr. President, I got a red button that I have on my desk right now. Trump says this. Well, I have the biggest red button than yours because mine works, and I want to make sure mine works. I'm going to tell you that. See how, like he's thinking about it? When you go to all these presidents, they don't want you to think about it. They just like, I don't care. They're afraid of other presidents. But if you live in America, United States of America, you have the strongest power in the whole world. You are the strongest country in the whole world. And you're afraid, you are literally afraid of North Korea attacking you, South Korea attacking you. You're really afraid? I will never be afraid. I will never be afraid of things in life, because you're afraid of things in life, you don't create discipline in life. So, as the French riots happen, we know that there has been a question over a week in France where if 2005 is any guide, the damage could shape the country's political direction for years to come. Left-wing politicians have tried to frame the violence as a viral property by years of abused politicking and a lack of economic opportunity. So, if I think about that, when y'all are literally protesting of random things, well, let me ask you this. If a cop shoots you, let's say this for example. This is where I do not believe in racism at all. So the reason I believe in racism, because I'm going to show you a good example. So let's say this. I showed up at school, right? I showed up at school and the cop shoots me, for example. The cop shoots me, I'm dead. Everybody want to protest. But if a black person shot up at school up and the cop shot him, everybody's going to protest because they believe that the black guy did nothing wrong. Let me ask you this. Did he do something wrong? He killed individuals. Now, I'm not saying that the guy in France did kill individuals. I'm going to show you what racism is. So, when y'all think about it, y'all are literally coming to topics that doesn't make sense. When the Black Lives Matter protest happened, the reason I didn't care is because even when George Floyd, he did something wrong. Even though I respect him because he died, I respect all the dead people. But he did something wrong. Do you think if the Black Lives Matter protest happened, do you think that he wouldn't do nothing? Do you think that the police wouldn't came if he did nothing wrong? They called the police on him because he did something wrong. They don't call the police. And guess who called the police? The clerk, when he did something illegal inside the gas station. So everybody started doing the whole protest crap. All this protest crap. But he did something wrong. And it's all a rig. When Donald Trump was elected, for example. When Donald Trump was elected, everybody would vote for Joe Biden. I'm gonna tell you why everybody voted for Joe Biden. Because all the propaganda machine, all the Matrix they said that Donald Trump was a bad person. Donald Trump was a bad person. Why do you think all these kids in this new generation, they think Donald Trump is a bad person? I'm gonna tell you why. Because the kids, they got propaganda by the machine. They got propaganda by the teachers who said Donald Trump was a bad guy. I remember back in school, back in like a 5th grade, I was my teacher, right? And then one of my classmates, they asked, who is his favorite to win, Trump or Biden? And that teacher said Biden wins. Hopefully Biden wins because Trump's a bad person. See, that shows that the teachers are telling you that Trump's a bad person. So when you think about it, the teachers are voting for Joe Biden because they don't want the kids to vote for Trump, because they know that they'll be scared and they'll be told the truth, the propaganda machine. So let's get this for example. If Trump was a good person, do you think he'll get promoted by the Matrix? Do you really think that he will actually get promoted by the Matrix? Think about it. As we're sitting here in Coffee Chill, episode 4, do you ever think that if Trump was really a good person, if he was like a good person, do you think he'll get promoted by the Matrix? Half, no, he wouldn't. So he's actually a good person. He would not get promoted by the Matrix. All the Matrix hates the good people. They all support the bad individuals out there. For example, LGBTQ. I'm not going to be talking about LGBTQ right now because I'm in the next episode. But when Big Goals comes here. But again, do you think that if Trump wasn't a bad person, do you think he would get promoted by the Matrix? Think about that. So, he's a good person. That's why the Matrix don't like him, because they know he's a good person. They don't want to tell you the truth. That's where it all starts, and that's where it all begins. Let me ask you this. You got to pay attention not to fall in that trap. When you fall in the trap, anything can happen. You do not want to fall in the trap where bad things happen. For example, if you're rich, a rich person knows that school is all lies, because it is. Do you think if you ask a kindergartner or a first grader, do you ever think? And then what? Excuse me. Do you ever think if you go ask for a first grader, do you ever think if you ask them this, what do you want getting older? Lamborghinis, hot wife, and mansion. That would be the first thing that would come out their mouth. You know why? Because then, as years go on, when they go from 1st to 12th grade, years go on, the teachers don't want you to be rich. They don't want you to be successful. They don't want you to have the fun life. They don't want you laying in bed full of your money and your fine wives. They don't want you to. You know why? Because they know that you're going to be feeling alive. You do not want them to go, and you don't want that to happen to you. Now, when you get older, and you keep going to school, you say about this. When we go to high school, you are forced to pick a career in high school. You are forced to. You're not allowed. You are forced to pick a career. I remember back in school, we had I was in a class, career investigation. I think it was career investigations. I don't remember, but I was in that class. Bunch of losers in that class. I'll be honest, a bunch of losers. I don't know why I'm in that class. I was probably the only person that was rich in there. I didn't expose anybody. People knew. I didn't expose nobody. I didn't tell nobody, oh, I'm rich, I'm successful. I didn't tell nobody. Because look, before I made a podcast, I'm like, you know what? This career investigations, there's other classes out there that are named career investigations or named something that's called career. I'm like, they teaching these kids a bunch of careers? So that's when I made a podcast and said that, you know what, I need to stop this. So that's when I made a podcast, and after that, done. So, when I was in my career investigations, I was forced to pick a career. Did I learn? I don't know nothing from y'all. I did not learn nothing. If you go to school and you pick one of your crappy classes, and it's something that is deal with a career, you are the retardedest person in the world. I'm going to be honest with you. win in the world, win in any kind of world, why do you want to learn how to become a goddamn business person, CEO of all these things? But your teacher is not even CEO. He probably is just a teacher. He drives a Nissan. He probably has an iPhone 6. You never know. So that's why next time I learn my lesson, and I will never ever pick any careers in my life. If you go to school and you pick a career that is deal of careers, engineers, business, you are the retarded person in the world to ever live. So when you pick your crappy classes on your little mini laptop, and you go like, what class should I pick? And if you pick careers, you are the retarded, the dumbest person. I don't care if you're smarter than Elon Musk. I don't care if you're smarter than anybody. But you are the retarded person in the world to ever live. Hold on, guys. Again, if you pick a career in class that is named career, I don't care if it's an engineer, I don't care if it's welding, I do not care what it is, because I don't care about your little crappy classes. But I'm going to tell you this, if you do that, you are the stupidest idiot person in the world to live. Because why? I'm being honest with you, there is nothing to learn from business in school. I'm a CEO with Drakewater Production LLC, and I didn't even finish school yet. See, the reason the school wants to keep you in there, because they know that they're controlled by the matrix, and they want you to keep it there to fail in life. For example, I want y'all to go to your mom, your dad, your siblings, or any person that graduated high school. I want you to go to them and say this: Mom or Dad or any sibling, she's like, hey, have you ever met anybody that was the next Elon Musk in your high school? The first thing they're going to say out of the goddamn little mouth is going to be like, no, of course not, because guess what? Every person that graduated high school, they're going to keep following the teacher steps, and they're going to keep going to the matrix. See, Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, all these rich guys, CEOs, they're really rare to exist in this world. They came from the bottom, they came from the mug to the top. Remember like that, the triangle I talk about, y'all? The triangle? Excuse me. Remember that triangle I talked about, y'all? The triangle from the matrix side to in the financial freedom side? I said in another video, in episode 5. But anyways, you see, they had never met anybody Elon Musk. You know why? Because every person that goes to school, and they will keep saying it over and over again. I'm gonna give you another example. You're a teacher. They go to college. Now, what about college? People that Austin videos look better. What about college? I'll explain that in another video. But I'm talking about high school right now. But this is how it goes. Your teacher goes to the little colleges, universities. They go get teach from a person that can't even drive, or a person that has a Nissan. They get teach from that. And then what they're going to do next is that they're definitely go to school, high school, teaching in high school, and they're going to tell the kids what the college teacher, the professor told him or her. So what they're going to do next is that they're going to tell the kids, oh, it's okay to cry, it's okay to do feelings, it's okay to do this, that, and this and that. It's not doing nothing. If you ever, I don't care how old you are, I don't care. But if you ever heard your teacher said this, it's okay to cry and it's okay to act on your feelings. If you even care about your counselor, I don't even care. I might get canceled for this, I might get banned for this, but I don't really care. Do not listen to your counselor. If your counselor says this, it's okay to act on your feelings and it's okay to act on how your person is, do not, and I repeat, do not listen to them. I'm going to tell you why. Why do you think we get all these school shooters for? Because what the school shooters that are in high school, that are probably seniors, what they're going to do next is that they're going to go to the counselor, and the counselor's going to tell them to act on the feelings and act on the thoughts and act on their mind thoughts and act on their body and your soul. I'm like, okay, it's okay to act on stuff. So they go to the next and they're going to shoot up at school. You know why? Because the mind told them that, you know what, I want to shoot up at school. So then the counselor comes, they'll be like, oh, just act on your mind. Okay, shoot up at school. When you get people to act on the feelings and act on the mind and act on anything, you get bad people. You get rapists, you get school shooters, you get all these people that are dangerous in the world and society. That's why these men are dangerous. Now, the new generation of men, it's okay to cry? No, it's not. Why do you think these teachers, all these teachers, they told the new generation of men, new generation of boys, they told them it's okay to cry, it's okay to cry, it's okay to have feelings. No, it's not. It's never okay. Do you think this man back in the 1960s, do you ever think when they were doing pull-ups, climbing ropes, climbing over ladders, swimming in the ocean, do you ever think they act on their feelings? Heck no. They were forced to. They had to show discipline. They have to do duty. They have to do all the stuff they have to do in life. That is what creates a better man. When you punish yourself and show the things called duty, you show discipline. That's what makes a better man and better society. Do you think the new generation man, do you think they care about duty? No, they don't. All they do is just want to do illegal things, illegal drugs in the house and the little room that the mom don't know about and your dad don't know about. They're all bullcrap. And the dumbest part about it, the parents just don't even care. If a kid came up to me and told me, Dad, I think I'm addicted, I'll slap him. And I'll be like, oh, but it's child abuse. It's not child abuse. I'll slap him. I'll make sure his face is red. People decide to get hate for doing that, but hey, it's called punishment. It's called discipline. Because I'm going to make sure my kid makes sure he's disciplined. I'm going to make sure my kids know duty. I'm going to make sure my kids to not act on his feelings. And I'm going to make sure my kid knows how to do things that never do it again. So, if he came up to me and said, well, I'm addicted, I'm going to keep slapping him. Every day, I'm going to ask him this. Are you still addicted to that little drugs you do? Yes. I'm going to keep slapping him. I'm going to keep slapping him every day. But I know my kid will never do. Because if he does, I'm going to slap him really hard. But if he does, what you're going to do, what I would do is, if he keeps, I'm going to ask him every day, are you still addicted? Slap him. 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 I'm going to keep slapping him. I'm going to keep slapping my kid until he's not addicted no more. And I'll make sure he's not addicted, because if he keep doing addicted stuff, get out of my house. That's how it is, and he'll get punishment. I'll probably say I'm a bad father, but hey, it's called discipline. Do you think those men out there in World War II, do you ever think they want to die? Do you think they want to die? Heck no. They were forced to. They knew that they were going to make it. They knew that they were going to make it alive. Because you know why? Because it's called duty for a reason. That's what's cool about duty. Now, as we talk about duty, I'm going to tell you about this. My nose, man, I'm sick. I don't know why I'm sick. So, as we talk about duty, my bad, guys. So, as we talk about duty, do you ever think, if a kid comes up to you and he started saying, I'm addicted to doing this and doing that, doing this, what would be your reaction? What would be your reaction? My reaction would go, I'll slap him. That'd be my reaction. I don't know about your reaction. I know some moms and dads out there, they don't care. Now, people are saying that because I let my kid make sure he's outside, they're saying that I'm a bad father. I'm not a bad father. I'm gonna make sure if he keeps being addicted, I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna buy a tent for him and make sure he's outside. And people be like, oh, well, you're a bad father. I'm not a bad father. That's showing discipline. So What discipline? So these telling me that if a cop pulls over a guy who does doing bad drugs, do you ever think let him go? Do you think if the cop finds drugs in his car, do you ever think that he'll be like, oh, it's okay, just go? No, heck no. He'll punish him for it. He'll get your butt up. I'm taking you back in the car, back in my cop car, and take his butt to prison. See? And by the time you have to show discipline. So when you keep acting boys who are saying, it's okay to act on your friends, it's okay to act on your friends, it's okay to act on this, it's okay to act on this. No, it's not. Never okay. Remember that, it's never okay. So, as we come saying about duty and having all these things that happen in life, I want to know something. I want to show y'all my actual favorite Bible verse about life and about all this stuff about also duty. So, let me look for it. So guys, again, duty is probably the most important thing in the world. Always in the world. If you don't like duty, you're not a man. You're not a man, you like duty. You're not a man. Boss, you're not a man if you do not like duty. So, this is my favorite Bible verse. Actually, let me look at my phone. I didn't have my phone, guys. Hold on, look for me. Come on, I have it. Come on, man. In this, we're talking about LGBTQ people. As we're here in Coffee Chill, this is my favorite Bible verse in the world. Well, not in the world, but one of my favorite Bible verses. It goes like this right here. It's my favorite Bible verse in the world. One of my favorite Bible verses in the world. Do not have sexual relations with a man as one does with a woman. That is distasteful. You shall not live in mankind as with womankind is an abomination. Do not practice homosexually, having sex with another man as with a woman. It is a detestable sin. So here, let's go back to this. You shall not lie with a male as a woman. It is an abomination. My language is messed up. I'm sorry, my guys. You must not have sexual relations with a man as you would a woman. That is a hateful sin. Thou shalt not lie with mankind as with a womankind. It is an abomination. Lucas 18:12. Here we go again. Do not have sexual relations with a man as one does with a woman. That is distasteful. Look this 8:12 again. King James Version, KJV 1900. You should not lie with mankind as with womankind is an abomination. So, when y'all talking about it's okay to be gay, it's okay to be LGBTQ, it's okay to be homosexual, it's not, it's a sin. And when I say this, people say I get banned. People say people hate me for saying that. But look, the reason they know is because they know it's true. Do you think if you go to God and you tell him, God, I'm transgender, do you think be happy? Do you think be happy? This is why, guys, I'm telling you to not be transgender. And people say I get hate for this, but it's true. People say I get hate for this, 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 but it's true. I'm not here to be mean. I don't support it. I'm not afraid of them. I'm not homophobic. The reason I'm telling these people to not do it is because I'm trying to make sure that they go to heaven. I actually said the guy, he told me that he was gay. Now all this LGBTQ crap. I told him this: if you were gay, what will be your face? What will be God's face if you told him that in person? Think about that. Think about, you want to do all this stuff in person, but you forgot about the man above. All of this stuff in person, but you forgot the man above. And I say this, and then people say, oh, I don't, it's fine. It's never fun. It's never fun doing all this stuff. When I wake up in the morning, I just say thank you. Because look, I know damn well if something could happen during I was asleep. Every day, actually every day, I wake up and I say thank you. I just say thank you by myself only one time. And y'all probably say, why thank you? Because let me ask you this. God is the only person that is waking me up every single other day. You never know, one day, if I don't say thank you, you never know that on that night, I might never sleep again. You never know, someone might just walk my house and just shot me while I'm asleep. That's why every time, I always say thank you. Always remember, every night just say thank you. I always say thank you. Always remember, every night just say thank you. So, as we get in the last 10 minutes of Coffee Chill, the first episode 4 Coffee Chill, I'm gonna tell you something before we leave. Coffee Chill. I think I should tell you this. So, what's your favorite Bible verse? Every person in this world has to have a favorite Bible verse. Now, Luke 18:12. It is my favorite Bible. It is my favorite Bible verse, but I have more Bible verses out there. I have like at least 100 of them I like. But what's your favorite Bible verse? What's your favorite Bible verse? Every human that supports God and supports all these people, Mary, Jesus Christ, you have to have your favorite Bible verse. I have a lot of favorite Bible verses out there that I love. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna show you this one too. I'm gonna show you this one. I'm gonna show you another one I like. This is my also favorite one. Oh no, I got you. Here's my favorite one. This is freedom and duty and love. Excuse me. Galatians 5:13. For you were called for freedom, brothers, but do not use this freedom as an opportunity for the flesh. Rather, serve one another through love. Here's 14. For the whole law is fluted in one statement, namely, you shall love your neighbor as yourself. So, always remember to love everybody. I don't care if you're gay. I'll still take a picture of you. I'm not gay, but I don't support gay people. I don't. I'm not because I'm a homophobic. I don't support it. I'm not afraid of them. I'm not afraid of them because you know what? I got God on my side. And people say I hate this, but it's true. I got God on my side. And now, as we conclude to our podcast, I'm gonna show you another thing. So I saw this a lot of times. So every time, people always ask me, what would happen if your son gets bullied in school? Then my response, there's no such thing. When I responded to that, I didn't say nothing like, oh, this, that. I didn't say nothing. I just said, why? That's all I said. Why? Why what? Why are you getting bullied? Because I'm fat? Well, if you're fat, get your little fat butt out of your dang bed after eating cinnamon buns and make yourself work out. You're fat. And people say, oh, don't say he's fat. I don't care he's fat or not. I don't care he's skinny or not. I don't care he has bones. I don't care. If you could take a person with autism, went to the gym, how come he can work better than your little fat butt? You can bang around your little baby eating eat cinnamon buns. What? You're probably eating like little cinnamon like a little baby body. Oh, look at my cinnamon buns. I'm hungry. What a loser. So, as we about to conclude our first, as we conclude episode 4, our first coffee chill, I'm gonna tell you something before we sign off. I'm gonna tell you this. Always remember that to drinking coffee. If you can't drink coffee, you're a loser. You're a girl. You belong to the latest stages, the stupidest stages at all. Again, I'm gonna slap you if you drink coffee. Like, people, they come over here and talk about soda, Sprite, Coca-Cola, all these stupid products. Where is the protein? Where is the power? Where is the caffeine? None of them. So I drink coffee a lot. So, as we sign off from our first ever episode 4 Coffee Chill, I'm gonna tell you this. Signing off, guys. Thank you for watching episode 4 of Coffee Chill. Hopefully, episode 5, Big O is gonna come here. And before we sign off, a lot of people always ask me, where is the interview? The interview with Really G. Well, that might be episode 6, because we didn't have time to do episode. We didn't have time to do interview because yes, lots of business going on, and Big O wasn't here, so we're gonna do episode 6, I believe, for the interview with Really G. It's gonna be a 2-hour, 3-hour interview with Really G. So, as we sign off, guys, always remember to love everybody, always love God, Jesus Christ, and thank you for watching episode 4 of Go Talk Coffee Chill. See you on episode 5, baby. Bye.